bhutale swayam rupa kada mahyam tadati swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna everybody. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru and Gauranga. I will start with I want to express my gratitude and appreciation for all the book distribution team and especially Vamsidhari Prabhu. And you really have some blessings and mercy from Srila Prabhupada and Radha Madhav that you are so sincere in your service, Prabhu. So and every member of book distribution team I see so many times in Patel Brothers, other places, door to door. And I always have a lot of appreciation in my heart and a lot of gratitude for all the devotees who are serving Prabhupada by distributing his books everywhere. And I'm just going to start with how my journey started with Srimad-Bhagavatam. And especially when Lakshmikant Prabhu reached out and said that I have to glorify Srimad-Bhagavatam, I instantly said, no, Prabhu, I don't think I can do that because number one, I don't have any qualifications to do that. I'm, with my limited intelligence and polluted mind, I don't think I would be able to do that. But devotees are so merciful and compassionate. He said, no, Mataji, whatever you want to, just come up with what you like about Bhagavatam, how you started, and your, appreciation for Srila Prabhupada. So that gave me some outline and gave me some courage to speak today. So I would like to start with how my journey with Srimad Bhagavatam started. And actually, this journey started in my childhood because both my mothers, because I was born to one and I was raised by others, so they were both sisters. So they were so much into Bhagavad Gita, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, reading Ramayana, and all the time they were reading one or the other, these three books. So, and they used to tell me all the, pastimes of Krishna. So from very childhood, the Dhruva Maharaj pastime was my very favorite pastime. So I would ask them to, narrate that again and again. So it started there, but I was not a reader at all. And even though, they used to take me to attend the lectures and everything, but I kind of just sat there and didn't even pay attention. So that's how bad I was. And when I joined Krishna consciousness, it was, I was very, very happy chanting. Kirtan was my favorite, and reading was still, not my, I never started reading, even though even Mansi Ganga used to tell me, why don't you start reading? And I would never listen. So that's how bad I was. So, and then hearing I got interest in hearing before I got interest in reading. So listening to Maharaj's lectures on Bhagavatam classes, that helped. And then with devotees mercy, like I said, everybody, when Vamsidhari Prabhu said once that, Mataji, why don't you join the reading group? So when this started, I really, I'm very thankful for that to Vamsidhari Prabhu. And so that's how it started. And then before that, even like when Vamsidhari Prabhu asked me that they are starting new sessions, every time I heard how Prabhupada was up all night, he hardly slept 2 to 3 hours, and he was translating all the books and Srimad-Bhagavatam, and so that fallen souls like me can read and have some chance of getting delivered. And so I asked myself once that, am I doing any justice not reading, when Srila Prabhupada put so much effort, and he kind of devoted all his life for doing this, and that's for sake of fallen souls like myself. So I asked that question to me, because I always have a lot of gratitude for Srila Prabhupada. So I asked that question, and then I think that week, Vamsidhari Prabhu asked me if I wanted to join new reading group started. So then I took it as mercy, and I really have been relishing reading with the group, and look forward to reading every day. And actually, whenever I miss here and there, I really feel very, very bad, and kind of not looking forward to happening that again. So this is how it started. My favorite pastime, they are only on Canto 4, and like I've always heard that we should not jump on the other cantos until so it should be read. We should not. So I have heard other cantos from Maharaj, but I have never read any other canto, only with the reading group. So we are on Canto 4, Part 2 right now. So all the like starting from Canto 1, when the sages are asking those questions, and how systematically those were answered, every single page, every single purport, it just touched my heart. I mean, the only thing I struggled with was the creation, the Canto 2. Many things went just above my head, and I even expressed that in the group, that some things I really don't get at all, and maybe someday reading with devotees again and hearing from Maharaj, it will help. So, but then other than that, all the pastimes, all the different incarnations, the description of incarnations, and until I started hearing from Maharaj and the lectures and reading, I didn't even know that there were 3 forms of Lord Vishnu. So all I knew was Lord Vishnu. So there was a lot of things missing until I came to ISKCON, and very, very thankful. Then so my favorite verses, again, I mean, I don't think I have any favorite, but this is my mentality. I always look at some positive side. So any verses that talk about that even if you chant my name once, you surrender to me, I will take you back to Godhead. So these are the kind of verses that are really my favorite verses. So which is, again, I'm being very selfish. And but reading Prabhupada's purport, I have so many realizations. Every purport is so meaningful. And again and again, in every purport, Srila Prabhupada has given this message that the only way to get out of this entanglement is to accept loving transcendental devotional service to the Lord. And so just I like to meditate on that. And then I'm going to read couple of verses if time allows. I'm not even sure. I don't even have the clock in front of me. So this is from Canto 3, Chapter 15, and text 24. This text really caught my eye when I read it first time, and I'm going to read this. So ye abhyarthitam api chanor gatim parpana jnanam cha vishyam sahadharmam yatra naradhanam bhagavato vitrantya musaya sammohita vitatya batmayaya te. Translation: Lord Brahma said, "My dear demigods, the human form of life is of such importance that we also desire to have such life. For in the human form, one can attain perfect religious truth and knowledge. If one in this human form of life does not understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his abode, it is to be understood that he is very much affected by the influence of external nature." Brahmaji, purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Brahmaji condemns very vehemently the condition of human being who does not take interest in the personality of Godhead and his transcendental abode, Vaikuntha. The human form of life is desired even by Brahmaji. Brahma and other demigods have much better material bodies than human beings. Yet the demigods, including Brahma, nevertheless desire to attain the human form of life because it is specifically meant for the living entity who can attain transcendental knowledge and religious perfection. It is not possible to go back to Godhead in one life, but in the human form, one should at least understand the goal of life and begin Krishna consciousness. It is said that the human form is a great boon because it is the most suitable boat for crossing over the nescience ocean. The spiritual master is considered to be the most able captain in that boat, and the information from the scriptures is the favorable wind for floating over the ocean of nescience. The human being who does not take advantage of all these facilities in this life is committing suicide. Therefore, one who does not begin Krishna consciousness in the human form of life loses his life to the influence of the illusory energy. Brahma regrets the situation of such a human being. So this was like a very eye-opening purport. And when such elevated, like Lord Brahma is saying that how important this human form of life is, even in this, even though we are, like in this living in this Kali Yuga, but as it says that it's a golden age, and with the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, who, like I said, devoted all his life to benefit all the fallen souls. And so this is so important that in this form of human life, and with all this that's been given to us, and if we don't take advantage and if we don't learn, it is definitely like committing a suicide. And I pray for everybody's, all the devotees mercy, all the Vaishnavas mercy, and I, hope that I stay on this path and I progress on this path. So with that, I'm going to end. But before that, I wanted to read, which I don't even have in front of me, and I don't know by heart. But there were beautiful prayers. Actually, I can just read it. Just give me 1 second, please. So I wanted to read the glorifications by Srila Sanatana Goswami, the glorifying Srimad-Bhagavatam. O Srimad-Bhagavatam, I offer respectful obeisances unto you. By reading you, one attains transcendental bliss. For your syllables rain pure love of God upon the reader. You are always to be served by everyone, for you are an incarnation of Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend, O my companion, O my teacher, O my great wealth, O my deliverer, O my good fortune, O my bliss, I offer respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O giver of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the very fallen, please do not ever leave me. Please become manifested upon my heart and my throat, accompanied by pure love of Krishna. So, and like I said, I always feel that, all these great acharyas, Vaishnavas, when you read their glorifications, I try to learn, a fraction of that. So I just hope that I can learn more and more. And I hope that I have mercy to keep on reading Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of devotees. Hare Krishna. And I would like others to speak now. That's
Hare Krishna, Mataji. In addition to reading, we also pray that you get to distribute a lot of sets also.
sure. And please forgive me if I have said anything wrong. So
yeah. So I remember very much, starting the reading groups with you specifically, because that was the first reading group we started. First time we started the reading groups, that was with Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
And you, I don't know who else was John. I know you were there for sure. So we did for 3 months, and your sharings always was so sweet. I especially miss the sharings from Umesh Prabhu. That was the only time he joined. After that, he never joined again.
Yes, Prabhu, you have to really work on him to join some reading group.
So it is a long time. So, but you are a very busy person, but it is inspiring always. Despite your busyness, you try to join on the call, and then the sharings are always inspirational. Just want to share that message.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
So with that, we put a lot of responsibility on you for 10 sets next year.
Sure, Prabhuji.
So this year you prayed for 10 sets. Thank you very much for the prayers. Next year, 10 sets will go out from your hands. It works magically. You'll see how it happens.
I hope so.
Thank you, Madhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sangeeta Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shigara and Shigaranga. Mataji, I just wanted to express my gratitude for the association that I have from you in our reading group, because your sharings have always been so inspirational for me, and your sincerity and genuinity, it really shows when you read and you share, even today's realizations, and then your story of how you got to read Srimad Bhagavatam, right? It's there's always some genuinity and sincerity in your words and in the way that I can feel that is real. So I am so grateful for your association, and please pray for me that I can also be to somewhat of what you have in the devotional service. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
You always inspire me. You are so so much details, like you absorb every single word there. So I'm, again, like I said, I'm very, very forgetful. I read today, and the next canto, when we move to next, and forget what I read in the last canto. But you are so good at it, and I really, really appreciate that and admire that. So thank you.
It's only glories to the association of devotees, Mataji. So when I speak out loud, it just retains. So that's all. It's not me. It's all glories to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I was so happy that, Sangeeta Mataji is speaking so many things. Wow. Hari Hari. So that shows how much love you have. I didn't even know that. Amazing, Mataji. I'm very happy I'm glad that you opened up and you showed so many things. The way you spoke, that touched my heart, that you're so sincere. You're a Bal Gopal, your Tulasi, your sincerity. You're very soft-hearted. That's why the mercy came in the form of Sadhu Sangha, and especially all glories to Srimad Bhagavatam. On the top of it, Vamshidhari Prabhu. See how Krishna arranges everything. He orchestrated it for your life also. Honestly, Srimad Bhagavatam, he ended up in Srimad Bhagavatam. And what else you want in life? Amazing, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances to all glories to Srila Prabhupada. You are my first mentor, actually. And I think this Krishna consciousness, we got into Krishna consciousness, and I'm very grateful to Mansi Ganga Mataji and Stoker Krishna Prabhu. They are the ones who introduced us to Krishna, to ISKCON. And after that, it was you and Mahati Mataji. We got whatever we learned in the beginning, it was from you, Prabhuji. And with your mercy, I think we are where we are today. So thank you so much.
All glories to Guru and Gauranga Mataji. That's all. Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. I have enjoyed reading with you in our group. And as Megha said, there is a very genuine, we are very open and very nicely, reading it very nicely, the verses. And you really learn a lot on the way and ask questions and assimilate the right points. You are very humble. That's why you are speaking like this. But really, just more, I know you are very busy and you have so many other services in the temple also. And because you are working and all that. But if you spend, you are able to get some more time for the devotional activities like reading and all, you will love it, and you are an excellent, you are an open heart person. I mean, very, I think it comes from your mother's side. You told me your mother went and lived in Vrindavan, and she's, so you are also that line. It is your motherly, inheritance, I think. You are very loving to Krishna and devotees, and you do everything possible in your way to. That's very nice, Mataji.
And I do aspire to come and read with you the temple every day you do. So hopefully with your prayers, with mercy, someday I will start doing that. Yes, and I.
Yeah. Wonderful, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Wonderful.
Krishna. So we can stop here, then, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
So Srimad-Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Mataji. I'm actually running outside.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I will hear again on YouTube.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.